Hey, Pisces, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your December 2024 career and money reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, you have some activators showing up for you. You're activating your soul purpose and receiving gifts. So this is a really powerful month for you as you wind down 2024 and enter into 2025, because I feel like there's something deep within your soul that you're tapping into that has been reawakened. Some of you, this is your ancestral memory and your inner wisdom. And you may even be looking into your Akashic records, your divine blueprint, because I feel like there's a new path opening up. And we start off with the Two of Wands. That is a new path opening up here for you. Focusing too much on the material world instead of the spiritual world. That could be something you're finding balance within, your emotional and spiritual well-being, and the physical, financial aspect of living here on planet Earth. Now you have the teacher card as well. Some of you could be teachers, mentors, healers. You have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. So some of you could have careers in coaching, mentorship, or maybe even being a motivational speaker. I feel like you give great advice, Pisces, and people come to you for advice. We start off with 3 wands. You're feeling that fire in your belly. You're feeling that fire in your soul. You've learned much about money, and I feel like you're putting your skills, you're putting your money into practice. There's something here about maybe investments or investing. This could be some sort of funding. Okay, maybe it's a college fund with the Page of Cups. You're taking care of business though, and I feel like you're going to be able to add to your nest egg is what I'm getting. You're going to add to that cup. You have the Cup card, which talks about overflowing prosperity. It's the Ace of Cups energy, where you may have had to start over. For some of you, that may have been an empty account. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the moon. It didn't flip out, but we're going to look at that here in a moment. You've gone through a lot. Okay, you've gone through a lot. I see that. You have the tower that just flipped out right there on top of the moon. So it almost feels like you're breaking through the illusions. You're breaking through a glass ceiling, and your final outcome as far as your key theme is the rebel. Some of you may have strong Aquarius placements as well, or you're on that Aquarian cusp. But you are a system buster. You're a trailblazer, paving the way for future generations. And for some of you, if you are a teacher, a coach, a mentor, or a healer, that is exactly what you are being called to do at this time. Because again, the activation is all about new opportunities to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition. That's why that moon card is showing up here. You're highly intuitive. And Pisces, you rule the moon. There may be things that are hidden from you, but in the near future, everything is coming out into the open. Yeah, everything is coming out in the open. And I feel like that'll allow you to face your fears and grow stronger. The Justice card, beautiful. And what's the final outcome for Pisces? What's the final outcome? December 2024. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So we start with the Two of Wands, but you have the Two of Swords. So there's choices. Choices being made. Choices that you are incorporating into your life. It will all be better if we just make a decision. Make some sort of choice to embrace change. Try not to overanalyze things. That can be difficult to do. Now, because the moon flipped out here, I want to talk about this because this is your energy. And it says facing your fears, listening to your intuition, because your intuition is always accurate. It is the mind that that blocks us from trusting in the intuition. So sometimes I hear, Mel, I can't connect to my intuition. I'm not receiving information. Yes, you are. You always are. You're just not trusting or you're not listening. And that's why the moon is showing up, because you have something coming to the forefront. That's why you have the tower showing up here in your near future, because this tower is coming in to have you break into that rebel energy that you are, to become that system buster, right? Breaking through the systems, breaking through the mold, the glass ceiling, paving your own path. You could be an entrepreneur or you are here to teach others a better way, and it's right next to the teacher. So you're definitely teaching and inspiring others at this time. I don't care what it is that you do in your profession, you are teaching others. Even as an accountant, even as a cupcake baker, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, you're teaching others. Maybe you're teaching others how to enjoy pleasure again by eating the scrumptious cupcakes that you make. Maybe you are teaching others to not settle for less than they deserve because you decided to go off on your own and do something that empowered you. You could be inspiring someone. So it can show up in many different facets of your life. It says here, you could be leaning too heavily on some limiting beliefs. All right. Limiting beliefs could be limiting your abundance. And maybe that's why we also have the twos showing up here, because you're in this period of activation, Pisces, focusing on too much on one side of something instead of focusing a little more on the balance, whether that be the material world or that be the spiritual world. There needs to be balance here, but you are activating your purpose. There's big gifts coming in that you are reawakening to, and you're remembering your divine blueprint. You're remembering part of your contract with the Akashic records, right? And some of you are clearing karma, and you're fulfilling a mission and purpose, and you're opening up to a new venture, a new soul experience within your career. Bottom of the deck. Take action. We have the watch card and we have the wings. There's my Aquarian energy here as well. So like I said, Aquarius could be significant for you, and it could also be during Aquarian season, which is right before you. January 21st to February 18th could be a big time where you finally see yourself rising above the fray, rising above money issues. This could be when a business really starts to take off. You could be traveling at that time as well, or profiting or seeing gains. But it also has to do with your spiritual work, your life purpose and mission, which we're seeing in the activator here. That could be a time where you really grow and enhance some of those skills that feel a little bit, it feels a little bit, I don't want to say foreign, because it's something that on a deep soul level, you know to be your truth, but you may not have the confidence entirely or the trust entirely until Aquarian season. It's like you finally are getting proof. Like, yeah, I can trust this. Yeah, I do have this really wonderful skill, or I am clairvoyant or clairaudient. I'm not going crazy. That is something that is part of my journey. And I feel like you're utilizing that in your career. It's time. I feel over the next 3 months, the next 3 months are big for you. Even though this is a December reading, it starts now with a choice that you make internally. And the choice that you make internally here is going to shift into your outer world, and it's really going to take off because you have the take action card. Whatever your question is, this is saying go for it. Do not procrastinate or wait to take that next step. Just go ahead and do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let the opportunity pass you by. And so I see here, and oh, look at that. I was going to say, I see here that there's new beginnings being offered. And we see here the egg card, which can be about starting over. It can be saving up resources, adding to your nest egg. And I think we said that as well for you. You may have a career in healthcare, insurance, or there are definitely new opportunities to take action available for you, Pisces. All right. Starting off, you have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a decision point. You've been asking the universe, you've been praying for progress. You've been wanting to carry out your vision, right? And gain a sense of direction that you're on the right path. And this is all about exploring a new path ahead. It says, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. But in order to progress, we have to make a choice. And it says here, important relationships with people who share your dream. So you could be working with an individual. You see here on the Two of Wands, there's two people there walking along the ocean. And I feel like there's someone here, an important partnership. And actually, they're right, because they're saying, look above, it's coming in, it's coming in. And the Two of Cups is what's coming in above you. So I feel like there is collaboration. There's two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. And as I said that, I seen 11:11 on the clock. So kindred spirits, not giving up on yourself, not giving up on the world, on your gifts, on being of service in some way. Now, the Two of Wands sometimes can require us to step outside of our comfort zone, to not doubt ourselves, our gifts, our skills, our path. Because when we doubt, it causes us to stay in that indecisive energy. It causes us to hold back, and it causes stagnation and complacency. And I see that you don't want that for yourself. You are a fighter. I'm hearing you are a survivor as well. Are some of you like breast cancer survivors possibly, or you've survived something quite traumatic? I mean, you are a warrior. I feel like you are breaking out. I'm sending you a lot of hugs. You're breaking out of the mold, breaking out of a confinement here. Now, you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is crossing your path. There's the 11:11 energy. This is about celebration and abundant rewards for your hard work. It's about releasing yourself from burdensome situations. But the fact that it's crossing your path says, wait a second, I haven't quite reached that yet. I haven't quite received the rewards for my hard work. When is that going to show up? When am I going to be able to celebrate? I feel like there's still a burden. There's still something here that you're hanging on to, or something that needs to be released. Now, I don't know what that something is yet. Maybe it's that choice point. Maybe it's the lack of confidence. Perhaps it's indecision or ambiguity. Perhaps it is fear of the unknown with the moon. Maybe it's something subconscious for you. There is an opportunity to improve plans. That's why the Tower is coming in, to give you that final push. That final push to say, okay, you want this. You want this. We're going to help this manifest for you. We, as in you and your biggest manifesting partner. Who is it, Pisces? Spirit. This isn't a solo endeavor, right? We never do anything solo. When we do, we disconnect ourselves from source energy. We kink the hose, as I like to say, when it comes to tapping into that divine well, that divine source energy that we all have access to at every given moment. But we tend to kink our own hose. Spirit doesn't do that for you, right? That's us. That's our ego. That's our wounds. That's our conditioning. So there's something about that you are, and I just talked about this in Aquarian's reading as well. So if I've said Aquarius instead of Pisces, I apologize, because I'm getting some similarities here. And I also feel like some of you have some of those placements in your chart or your cuspers. But this is about releasing yourself from the things that worry you or burden you. And I feel like once that really takes place, you're going to see that the rest of everything is able to crumble in order for you to have that new beginning that you've been wanting here, a new mindset, a new creation, a new job, a new relocation. It's something internal that you're still working through that in fact will show up externally. Now, what's below you? What are you made of? There's the Ace. There's the Ace of Wands. So we have the Ace, we have the 2, we have the 4. some of my favorite wands. And it says here, you have the gift of passion. There's a fire burning in your soul. And I think I said that for you in the beginning. It reminds me of that song. There's a fire burning in your belly or in your soul. I don't know who sings it. But you have this gift of passion and opportunity and inspiration deep within you. I feel like you know this. You have the chance here, Pisces, to do something incredible, to do something amazing. This is a sense of wonder. And because it's deep in your roots, it's deep in your foundation, it means you keep reverting back to this centerpiece. And you're saying, okay, I'm in awe, I'm in wonder. I have that burst of fire energy. Once again, inspiration has striked, right? There's a strike here of passion. And I feel like you're being guided to go for something. Now, in the recent past, this may have already shown up for you. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a new situation, something that inspires you. It's an intuitive call. It's creative. It's emotional. You feel some feels about this, right? There could even be a social invitation or great intuitive insights that have shown up in the recent past that has reignited that flame within you. I feel like there was an aha moment. I feel like there was a moment of truth. Some of you were inspired by your innocence, by your youth, by children, okay? Or by something you've always wanted to do ever since you were a small child. Something that you loved. It gave you joy. It brought you pleasure. And that is a good thing for us to tap into that pleasure zone once again. Now, Two of Cups is what's showing up above you. The Two of Cups is about two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. It is a kindred spirit, an important partnership here on your career path. Okay, this is allowing yourself to come together in union instead of feeling like you have to, again, go it alone. Now, whether this be your partnership with Spirit, for a lot of you, I feel like it is. It's saying, I'm surrendering here, and Spirit, get in the seat because I'm going to trust in you to head forward on this new passion, this new idea, this new creative, whatever it may be for you, this new path with the Two of Wands. There's some sort of path that is being shown for you. And I see that there could be an earth angel, someone here on earth that is assisting and guiding you and helping you make this happen. Or this could also be a very spiritual energy, a guide, or again, an ancestor or someone or an energy that is helping you from the other side. All right. In the near future, we have the Tower. The Tower scares a lot of folks. Why? Because it changes your life. And you'll never, ever be the same when the Tower comes in, right? You'll never be the same. But that Tower doesn't have to be bad. It's just a change that can be a completely abrupt. It can be a pregnancy, right? That comes in and you'll never, ever you'll never be a non-parent again once you have a child, right? This can be a health issue. It can be a move, right? I feel through some sort of experience, through something that does change your life, it is actually bringing you freedom. And you may be saying, well, Mel, how does a health issue bring me freedom? Because maybe it has you pause and stop and say, wait a second, what's really going on here? Why is this showing up? How does this play out in my career, in my life? What do I need to focus on? And it has us really reprioritizing our lives. And that's what I see happening here for you. A sudden revelation that offers you freedom, Pisces, breaking free of procrastination. Two of Wands is procrastinating. Sometimes we sit there and we weigh on the fence, the pros and cons, and then before you know it, it's next week, and then it's next month, and then it's next year, and then it's the next decade. And we're like, dang, I really wanted to write that book 10 years ago, right? Or I really wanted to open that business 5 years ago. Spirit is saying the time has come. There's something about timing, divine timing taking place, and the universe is giving you a bit of that shove. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. So there's definitely a tower coming in, but I feel like this tower is going to be, abrupt, but it's going to give you that push that you need to finally jump off the ledge instead of staying in a comfort zone because we're fearing the unknown. How are you doing? Four of Cups. You're a little scared. You're a little nervous. The Four of Cups can even be boredom. You may feel impatient or frustrated, depressed. There may be emotional stagnation here, but the Four of Cups is a turning point. So if you've been feeling those things, if you've been feeling on edge, this is the universe coming in, giving you that push, saying you don't want to be in that energy anyway. You don't want to constantly be in that fight or flight. So there's an angel coming in, backing you up. I see the seashells. This is about listening to your intuition. You know when you stick a big conch up to your ear and you listen to the waves? But it requires silence. It requires you to just be present and listen. There's something here about you being present, you being silent and listening to the messages Spirit is bringing in. There's two dragonflies here as well. Dragonflies are transformation and change. And there's a turning point coming in here where your life is turning around for the better. Because I feel with the Four of Wands showing up, crossing your path, it feels like plans didn't work out for you the way that you thought they were going to. Sometimes that's how life is, right? Most often than not, right? Things are out of our control, but it's how we deal with them that grows us, that evolves us, right? It's how we deal with change. It's how we choose free will, how we choose to evolve from the experiences that we've gone through. And what's going on here in your environment? There's some sort of news and an opportunity here with the Page of Swords. There is an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. There could be some new contractual agreements coming in. If there are documents or contracts, be sure that you're not rushing into anything because we will be in the midst of retrograde. So it doesn't mean don't sign contracts. You're going to hear people all the time say, don't buy a house under retrograde. Don't make any big changes. I say, don't put your life on pause, right? If there is an opportunity that comes up, just be mindful. Do your due diligence. Double check everything, right? As you normally should anyway, but just be extra mindful at this time. Because I feel like there's a perspective shift. And I've been talking about this in a lot of the readings lately because a couple weekends back, maybe it was last weekend, there was a collective reading I did around the Course of Miracles. And a Course of Miracles defines a miracle as a shift in perspective. And I see that happening all around the globe, all around the planet. There's a shift in perspective. So what does that mean? Miracles. Miracles are our birthright. It's not just reserved for special occasions, near-death experiences, right? Miracles are a way of seeing life. And I see here that there is something new and exciting coming in. Don't pause on this. Be mindful. Put your due diligence, do your research. The Page of Swords, he is a little genius. He can be, right, when he does his work. When he's not, when he's not thinking that he knows everything, okay? And I feel like it's important here to gain insight from the hawk. And the hawk is spiritual guidance. What's going on in the hopes and fears, Pisces? Justice. Now, it's interesting to note, once again, you are the last reading here for career, and almost every other sign has received the Justice or the Strength. Now, in this deck, Justice is card 8. The Strength is card 11. So the roles are reversed a bit. That was something a long time ago. Those numbers were reversed. I forget why. So I've been incorporating both the energies because I read the Strength as 8 and the 11 is Justice. So I feel like there's strength within justice here. There's strength within accountability. There is strength within retribution. There's strength within karma. And I feel like justice is coming in here. It says fighting for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Some of you could work with the justice system. Some of you have dealt with karma, a lot of it. And I feel like there is something new showing up for you, a new opportunity. And you've been weighing up some options because I see the Page of Cups. I see the page here of Swords. And there's another page coming in here. But this is saying don't give up. Just because something didn't turn out the way that you thought doesn't mean all is lost, right? You have an opportunity to start where you're at and to have a new ending, have a new outcome. Justice is coming in here. In the reverse, the fear of justice is imbalance. The fear is not having accountability, someone not taking accountability here, or retribution not happening. But what we don't always see is how karma is played out. But karma is one of the universal laws. Karma is always played out. It's the law of cause and effect, the law of, choice. There's always a consequence, right? And I feel like just because you're not seeing how maybe karma is played out externally, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Trust that you've been putting out good work. I see that here for you. I see the Ace of Wands showing up. This is passion, opportunity, and inspiration. It's that sense of wonder. You inspire others, Pisces. You help others. You teach others. You're going to be rewarded for that. Absolutely. What's the outcome? The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the page that I probably, I don't know. I like the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands probably the most. Well, the Page of Cups too. I mean, I like all of them because they all have something that they bring to the table, right? But this page specifically is the page that wants to learn. You've come here on planet Earth to learn. How do we do that? Through going through some stuff. Right? We learn through being uncomfortable. We learn through challenges. We learn through conditioning, right? And we also can unlearn things that are disappointing or not helpful or that have caused pain. We can unlearn some things and choose a new path. And that's your biggest gift here. It says an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. This could be a new job. This could be a new training, a new advancement. Get to work. Time to get to work here. So I definitely feel like there is a great opportunity. And you see, and this is so interesting because this got brought up before we even pulled your outcome. We said the Akashic records, and it almost feels like she is in the library here of the Akashic records. So you may be remembering who you are on a deep soul level, and you're remembering that you have another contract to fulfill. Look at all the books around her, and this is excellent. She's holding a book. I'm getting like the book of knowledge. I mean, maybe this is that course in miracles. Maybe some of you are reading that, or you're taking some new classes, some new skills. You're someone who's reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. And that Page of Pentacles is someone who invests in themselves. That's probably why I like this page so much, because it's all about self-investment. Someone who is wanting to be better, right? Because when we know better, we do better. And what better way to do that is to invest in ourselves, learning all we can about ourselves. Some of you are diving into astrology. You may be diving into human design. You may be looking at psychology and conditioning and beliefs and ancestral wisdom, right? All the things on a deeper level. But you having the tools and the resources at your fingertips, right? What is it called? Technology. You have the resources available to be able to learn anything you want, but also not to take for granted the meditative quiet moments of inspiration that come through that you can't get from books. And that's the balance, right? Being able to self-invest, but also being able to do the work that you've learned in the books and put that to experience, put that to use. And you're gifting, I heard, you're being gifted, Ace of Wands, you're gifting the opportunity to be able to do so. Maybe you're helping other people out at this time, right? You're the teacher, but you're also a student of life. We're always a student of life. Whew. Pisces, this is good stuff. Good stuff. Trust in this tower. Whatever is crumbling down around you, let it, right? Let them. Mel Robbins, one of my favorites, she has a book that just came out. I think it's called Let Them. You may want to check into the let them theory. Spirit, what do we need to know? Truth be told. There's my justice card. 14. Truth be told. You're seeing through the illusions, the facades. It's time. Temperance. This is honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent. And it's also about clarity of communication. Something here about clearing up communication. And remember what I said about intuition? You're always receiving downloads, you know, intuitively, but it's trusting that intuition that's the most difficult thing to do. The prosperity message, Pisces, is this. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life that you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make art your priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write and a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. There's another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. Absolutely. And you may even be seeing through, because again, the moon card is showing up, which can be about secrets. It can be about lies as well, or deception, right? Wearing a mask. And it says here, where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth, even if you don't like what you hear. That can be that Page of Swords too, right? The Page of Swords can deliver some harsh news. We don't always like it, right? But I feel like there is something with the truth coming in. Because it's better, as I say, it's better to live in the truth than in a lie. And even though, again, if you don't like it, acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose. That was showing up as you're crossing energy. Release your burdensome situations. And it's now showing up as that could be the heavy burden. Deceit or denial. Set yourself free. There's the Tower. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Nothing less than the truth is required now. Pisces, big stuff. Let's get some messages here from your spirit animals. And at this time, if you can safely do so, Pisces, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold it for as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra. The area between the eyebrows and the forehead region. And I want you to imagine, Pisces, the first animal that shows up in your mind's eye. Now your animal could fly high in the sky or swim deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild or domesticated. Maybe magical or mystical. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or a companion animal that you have at your home or by your side. This could be a creature that's crossed your path lately in the great outdoors, or maybe even visited in your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Pisces. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your animal or animals, you could have more than one, drop them in the comment section below the video to be entered into that free reading giveaway. And be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification when the winner is announced on the 1st. All right, Pisces. Some of you may be 37 or 38 years old. You may be born on the 15th or the 20th. You have lizard spirit. Dream your world into being. Lizard. This is also that fiery energy that I'm picking up on. Some sort of dream that you have. You're ready to bring this out there. You're ready to put this out there. And I feel like you're on the cusp. You're right on the cusp of that Two of Wands, of seeing your vision playing out, right? Making a choice that is going to put your vision out there into the physical world. You have Lion. Be generous of spirit. Be generous of spirit. And I feel like that Leo energy of the strength coming in that we're talking about is also about you facing fears, right? Overcoming difficulties and really tapping into that inner strength reservoir that you have. You have the courage to not self-doubt yourself and to apply your dreams towards reality. And you're not alone. Spirit is right here with you, offering you that hand. Next, you have Dolphin spirit. This and that are true, right? This is what you believe in as well. A lot of times the way we see the world is through our own objective thinking, right? It's based on our conditioning, based on what we've gone through. And I see that there's a larger truth above all. The truth is that you're worthy. The truth is that maybe you've kinked your own hose and it's time to really tap in to that unlimited supply. It's also the Judgment card, Scorpio energy. It is about redemption and life's purpose, and it's a spiritual rebirth. Where is this heading? What's this all about? The Cow spirit says the miracles, right? What's a miracle? A shift in perspective. The miracles are endless. We can constantly shift our perception, and we can see our reality through a different viewpoint, a different lens. So there's some change going on within you, deep within you, some internal transformation, because you're someone who works on you. I see that here with that Page of Pentacles. You invest in yourself. You've put a lot of maybe money, a lot of time, a lot of energy into learning about what makes you tick, learning about yourself, learning about the world at large. Some of you learning about psychology as well, or astrology. You're very brilliant. You're very intelligent. You're very smart. And no more second guessing yourself. You've been training for this. You are ready to jump into the next chapter of your life, Pisces. All right, let's get some soul work. Homework for the soul. What does Pisces need to know at this time? Homework for the soul. All right, Pisces. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Today's soul action. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. One step. That's all it's going to take with the Two of Wands to get to that Three of Wands, right? To get to that manifestation. Success is but a move away. Last but not least, what excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Today is soul action. If it's important enough for you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart and you will be led. When we make excuses, right? When we say, I can't, or, there's something that shows up. When we say I can't, it really means I won't, right? I won't do that. Why? Because it's not top priority, right? It's not something that you're really willing to invest in. And that's okay. At least knowing that and making a choice and understanding that gets you out of that ambiguity, gets you out of that indecisive, and you can make that solid, concrete choice. Okay, that's not a priority, but if it is, you're not going to make excuses, right? And I feel like the time is now. That's why you have double twos showing up here. It's why you have all of this page energy that is activated. There's a lot of discovery here. There's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of exploration. So I feel whatever it is that you've been weighing up, this is the universe giving you a little bit of that sweet, compassionate, nice push, right? Knowing that even if you feel like you're falling, Spirit's going to catch you, right? Spirit's going to catch you. And I feel like it's important for you to make a decision. You are ready, in fact. And some of you may be saying, I need to learn more. I need to know more. I don't quite know, but you can learn as you go as well. That's part of life. Pisces, that is what I have for you. Trust in yourself. Trust in your journey. Beautiful, beautiful things await for you. If you like the message, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, comment your animals below if you haven't already. And thank you again for being here today, Pisces. Happy, happy December.